What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Where Are They Now, where we take former 15 minutes of lame contestants and find out if their reptile dreams came true or if they crashed harder than Ryan McVeigh on his way home from Tinley. So I got my boy with me, former 15 minutes of lame winner, Shane Kelley from Small Town Exotics. What's up, brother?
What's up, man? Happy to be back on.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Had to have you on, man. Um, what have you been doing in the last 2 years?
Well, so since I did 15 minutes of lame, I moved across the country to Tennessee from California. So that's been a big adjustment, man. With real
Yeah.
life and personal things, it's kept me pretty busy.
Yeah, California to fucking basically fucking redneck hillbilly central, right?
Yeah, I love it
Mm.
here. They just like kill pigs and cook them, and it's really cool here.
Yeah, that was definitely a move up, I think,
Right.
because California just sucks now, you know.
No, you can't just go kill a pig in your backyard and invite all your friends over to cook it.
Mhm.
There would be somebody protesting in front of your house or something.
Yeah, I can absolutely. And obviously from everything I see behind you, you're still doing everything,
Yeah.
and you've been one of the more successful guys, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't know if I'm more successful than anyone else, but I'm still climbing up, and moving did kind of slow some of my momentum down. I ain't gonna lie, but the whole, especially like snake breeding wise, it like kind of messed with everyone's schedule and everything. So,
Right.
but yeah, I'm still
Well,
moving forward.
and you've grown well, I mean, you always did geckos, right? But now they're more prevalent.
Yeah, we only had a couple before, but now we have, what do we have? We have like 16 adults, so like four males and the rest females. I did some vending here in Knoxville. Shared a table with my buddy from Great Balls of Fryer, and
Yeah, moose.
yeah, Moose.
Yeah.
And my kids really liked that experience, so they wanted to go up a little bit more with their leopard geckos and start vending. So we're actually going to be vending for the very first time in December in Nashville. So
Oh, nice. Okay, is that a show me show?
yep, Show Me Reptile Show. And so we haven't sold any of the leopard geckos we produced yet. We just been saving them for the show, and yeah, go do that whole experience. So I know we're a late bloomer on vending, but we never, just didn't really need to vend before. But it's
Never
actually
had to.
it's like a family bonding experience for me and the kids too. So that's
Right, I got you. All right. Well, and now in the last 2 years with the move and everything else, because you're a fairly popular guy on social media, right? Um, how much money have you dumped in to the ball pythons in the last 2 years?
well, after the move, I didn't really dump much money, but then here recently, I spent a good chunk, man. I got some confusion. I got a confusion clown combo, some Wookiee clown combos, shrapnel stuff, enhancer G stripe stuff. So I started, laying down some money again. Uh, Man, I want to say I probably put 20 grand in over the last 6 months, probably
Over the
something.
last 6 months. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. But that was all snake money that I made from all this stuff. So
Right. Right. And how has everything changed for you once you won 15 minutes?
it definitely leveled me up. And and on like a behind the scenes note, having all the how you start our little group chat for the class of the year and stuff. So I've kept in touch with most of those people, and it's improved my life, and it instills a sense of pride. Like I won, I made it. I headlined my own arena tour. You know what I mean?
Right, right, right. Well, and you're going to be a judge this year, right?
That is correct, and
Mm.
I take that job seriously too.
No, no, I know you do. It's going to be you, Antoine Hood, and Donato Signore, and then you guys are going to account for 25% of the vote, and online voting is just going to account for 25% of the vote this year. And so it's still a big part. but I figure this is the way to cut down on the cheating and all that that's been going on the last couple of years with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. That's out of line, man. The cheaters.
Yeah, yeah, it's not even necessary. You know, like what do you win really? Fucking an hour and a half show with my dumb ass, you know, like fucking come on, man. So it's like the cheating thing is so unnecessary.
Well, and I don't know, just from a personal standpoint, going through the process, like I don't want to cheat to win. I want to win on my own merit. Like
Right.
my class, like there was a guy offering some high dollar snakes for votes, and I personally I welcomed that challenge. I thought I could still beat him, and he got booted though. And then I could have had some brand names support me, and I chose not to do it. I just wanted to win on my own merit for my own
Right. Right.
satisfaction. So
Well, what are people gonna have to do to get your vote this year?
So, me personally, I'm going to go back through and after November 15th, after the last episode with the lame on it is aired, I'm going to go back through and listen to every interview. So, step one is have a decent interview. And you could still, even if you didn't have the best one, you could still win my vote, though. I'm looking for people that put in a bunch of effort, that are promoting the event and voting for them like every day, because that's something I did. And that's something Antoine did, the next year's winner. So I know that's what I'm looking for. If somebody is not putting in any effort and not promoting it and going on other shows and promoting the whole event, they're not going to win my vote.
Right, right. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm really happy to do it. And the only way that I'm gonna vote in this thing is if there's a tie, which
Right.
I'm just hoping that there won't be, you know. So between the four of you guys, you know, or the three of you guys and the online thing, I trust that that it'll get handled fairly, right? So
Right.
so thank you for you know for helping me out with that. I appreciate it.
Oh, that's my pleasure to give back to the whole event, man.
Mm.
Like I said, it helped make me who I am today.
Right,
So,
right. Well, and I mean, you were always on your way up with that social media, you know, presence, but I'm glad you know we did it, you know, together for that last part of it, the last couple of years. So I definitely appreciate you, and we've become stupid good friends since you know, since the show. So
right.
it's like, you know, if there's anybody's vote that I could trust, it's this guy's, you know. So so like I said, I definitely appreciate you taking the time and all the other shit to actually do this. So
Yeah.
um and let's just see here. Like y- you're into that G stripe clown dumbass name fucking project now, right? The fucking Kiki ball.
So little story behind that. I've been into that project since the beginning, and I used to say in all the chats and everything like G-stripe clowns are the future, and everyone told me I was crazy. But then all of a sudden, Justin and Ozzy dropped a picture of them working that project, and everyone jumped on board. And so it was a little redeeming for those guys to drop those pictures. But I was like, I've been saying this all along, and everyone said I was stupid because it had G stripe, So
Right. Well, I mean, the name is just the dumbest fucking name, and I know it's named after the guy's daughter, and I know, but you know, but it's just a fucking stupid name. It's so stupid that it would make me not want to get into the project. You know,
yeah,
a name could do that, right?
yeah,
You know,
oh yeah, yeah, I can.
it's just so fucking aggravating. Um, Now you're vending your first show ever in or not ever, but your first bigger show in Nashville this year, right?
Yeah, it's actually our first show ever. Yeah, you are correct on that. So
Oh, okay, but didn't you just say you shared a table with Moose?
yeah, but it wasn't. It was Moose's table, and I had some animals in his display to help him fill the display. So it
Gotcha.
wasn't like my event. I didn't really promote it. There was no signage there for me. I didn't put any money into the display or anything at that point.
Right. And this one you're going full banners flying and everything else?
Oh yeah, I think I dropped 3 or 4 grand so far into I got next level displays, the pop up wall banner, floor mats, table covers, like the whole 9 yards, man.
Yeah. No, that's the way to do it. But a guy like you can't really just come out with a fucking one display on the table. It's like you would your reputation kind of precedes you. I'm sure you're more of a personality showing up to an event like that in Nashville, where everybody kind of knows you're the one of the bigger fish around there.
Yeah, yeah. So if anyone's there, come talk to me. I mean, you don't even have to buy an animal. Just come talk to me. We could take some pictures together, all that stuff. It's always good to put a face to an Instagram profile, because I know everyone's Instagram profile, but putting a face to it is helpful sometimes. Yeah.
Right. Right. Now you've kind of dropped off doing the videos since you moved to Tennessee, right? Is there a plan to start that back up?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna start recording the whole process of bending. Like, we're gonna do a mock setup here, make sure everything works and everything is spelled right and everything. Because honestly, like, I bought all the stuff back in, I think, around June, like the displays and banners and stuff, and I still haven't even opened anything up. So I'm gonna set everything up, and
Right.
I've just been so busy with my personal life, set everything up, and I'm gonna record the process and record going to the show and all that, and see kind of make it about the market too. Everyone's talking about how the market slumped off and everything. So I plan on recording that whole process and going from there, and just kind of keep on going steady. I'm definitely not going to get back into the 2 videos a week like I was doing.
Right.
Just my personal schedule doesn't allow it. I work a
Yeah,
great
it's fucking
schedule.
torture. At the end of the day on YouTube, it's not really worth it, right? Because you were telling me the other day, you could spend 8 hours editing a video for YouTube, or you could just pop up a reel on Instagram and you make more money on that.
Yeah, yeah. Monetarily, I think Instagram definitely pays you more for your effort.
Hmm.
Because from doing YouTube's a lot of work, man. You start getting into editing and filming and all that stuff, and then the payoff's not so good. I enjoy doing all that. I just don't have the time to do that. It's
Right.
like
Yeah.
personal life and caring for the animals are my top 2 priorities, and then YouTube would be after that. So when I do have the time, I do drop a video, but
Right.
the health of the animals and taking care of everything I've got going. Because after the move, I had 21 clutches, and so my numbers animal wise have jumped up a bunch. Plus what I bought here recently and stuff, so that's a lot more demanding of my time. So
Well, and how many clutches are you aiming for this year?
I was trying to do the same, but like actually right now is when I'm having all my ovulations. So my season is like a super late 2022 or a really early 23. I'm just like
Right.
in that weird in between, straddling the years. I think I should have probably about 15 or 20 this year too, though. I've had a couple so far, but they were all first time moms, so they're not really on a schedule yet. But all the
Right.
normal girls are just now ovulating, so I won't be hatching any of those till probably January.
Right. Yeah. And how cold does it get out there in Tennessee?
Well, it gets pretty cold at night, and I work nights, so I feel that. But we actually had snow a couple times last winter, and that's cool for a California kid. It's
Right.
not something I'm used to dealing with. And what's cool about the snow here is it only lasts for a couple days. It's not like you're snowed in for a month. So it
Right.
snows. We can go out and play in the snow. Kids can have fun, and then it's gone like 2 or 3 days later. So it's
Yeah,
cool.
that's the way to do it, right? You
Right.
you guys don't get any blizzards that last for 2 weeks and cut the power out and shit like that.
Yeah, not since I've been here, and yeah, from what I gather from the locals, that just doesn't happen here. So
Right, gotcha.
pretty cool.
Okay. And where do you see small town in 5 years?
I see small town. My next goal is to put a building on my property. Move out of
Mm,
this room. I'm in a bonus room here, so put a building in the backyard and just take all of these, or actually take the adult breeding operation to the building and just keep this as like a hatchling room.
Right.
biosecurity stuff since NITO alerts are on the rise and all that stuff. So that's going to be my solution to that problem. So once eggs are laid over there, they'll come over here in this room to incubate, and they'll never see the adults again.
Right. Right. Okay, good. Well, is there a aspiration to be Canova size or mutation creation size and have this take over the job?
I mean, if that happens, yes. I don't know about being Canova size. Like anyone that's actually been to Justin's facility, I mean, it's a big operation. I would much rather be sort of like an Aussie size. Kind
Right.
of small but powerful would be my goals. But if it went on beyond that, like to a Justin size or a Billy from Mutation Creation size, like I'm open to that too.
Right. And let's see. I really don't got much more to talk about. What do you want to say to people on your way out? Um, because I know you have like diehard fucking fans that listen to you. Like I've never heard a bad word about Shane Kelley. Like literally never. So, what do you want to say to all the people that support you?
Thanks for all the love and support through everything from the beginning on up to now. And I know that the market's in the dip right now, but I mean, this is what's gonna separate the men from the boys, or the girls from the ladies, whichever way you want to look at it.
Right.
So if there's truly a passion behind what you're doing, man, you could stick it out and make it through. And champions make adjustments, not excuses, man. Like, I mean, that's like a mantra I live by.
Right.
So
Right. Absolutely.
just keep on trucking. And if anyone happens to be around the Nashville area in December, hit me up, man. We'll meet up at the show. That's pretty much it. It's
And
hard because I talk to you so often. I
right.
don't know
Right.
what to
Yeah.
throw in there.
Well, and it's small town exotics on everything, right?
Yep. Small
Mm.
town exotics. No E in the exotics. We've actually started posting on the TikTok account we made. I kind of recycle reels over to there. I don't know
Right.
how to work TikTok that good. I kind of get lost when I'm on
Yeah.
it.
Neither do I. Yeah.
And I started a Rumble account. So now when I do post videos on YouTube, I'm going to be posting them over on Rumble as well.
Funny that you said that. I literally just signed up for Rumble yesterday, and I'm gonna start putting, all the stuff up there as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I've been recycling reels over to that too, like kind of like shorts or whatever, just to try to start building something over there. I really like the way it looks and feels so far.
right,
And yeah, I mean, it's good to have competition out there instead of YouTube being the only one on the block for that
right.
platform. So
Yeah,
I'll,
Wilbanks
I'll
actually
definitely be
convinced me.
posting on YouTube and Rumble. Whatever goes to YouTube will be on Rumble as well. So
Right, that's all I'm gonna do. Because I was like kind of, is this just one of those other conservative kind of parlors or something similar to that we've been through before. But Wilbanks convinced me. He was like, you should really do it just in case, because YouTube, with their changing rules all the time, I mean, they could just choose to take you down.
yeah, yeah. I mean, that would be some good advice to anyone out there too. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Like I've definitely put the most work into Instagram. I would say would be my highest priority, but I'm definitely starting to diversify. And because I mean, Instagram's been deleting people and stuff too, and then people are having to rebuild, and
Right.
they changed the rules. Like when I was building mine, it was like you had to have 10,000 followers in order to post links on stories. And then after I got that achievement, they just let everyone have links on their stories. And I was like, that's a slap in my face, man.
Yep.
I put
Yeah.
in so much work to get to that level. And then, a few months later, they just let everyone have that privilege. I'm like, man,
Well, and how did you get those 10,000 followers? What was the process? Because you obviously, knew that it had to get done, and you had a little bit of a drive to be able to post links and kind of monetize. But how did you get to that number?
I mean, I definitely incorporated a routine into my daily schedule. So like every morning I woke up extra early before work, and posted a picture, and I would make sure and go through and interact and comment with a ton of people there. And then, it just starts building like a snowball, and it just starts getting bigger and bigger. And you just got to just staying consistent is the best advice for that. Just like YouTube too, is like being consistent will always prevail. Right. There's no secret hashtags or anything that I've ever found. And I never did any like paid anything for any platform either. It was just all, elbow grease and grind, But
I think that's more what people don't understand. It's like the work, like even now you're like showing up at every live, you're fucking, listening to every podcast, leaving a comment. I mean, like you're almost forcing your dick in everybody's face to remember Shane Kelley, right? And that's the way you got to do it. And most people think, my animals take too much time, I can't do this. But if you want it and you want to be a known person in the business, you have to show up at all these lives. You have to leave comments. You have to do, whatever it takes to kind of make it. But it is a lot of work, man.
Yeah. I mean, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, you got to show up on every live and just keep putting everyone's going to see your logo and your comments, and like pretty soon they'll recognize your logo everywhere you go.
Right.
I did a lot of sticker swaps too until I got some weird stalkers threatening to go to my house and stuff like that. So I cut off all sticker swaps because I'm not going to pay like $300 a year for a PO box for sticker swaps. So
yeah. No, I mean that right now I'm currently paying the stick for the PO box, but that's a cost of doing business. I think you can't be just giving out your home address to all these fucking people, and next thing you know, they'll show up.
Yeah, and I was actually lucky because like when I got that threatening phone call, it was like I had only just moved to Knoxville like a couple days before that. So that person didn't even realize I didn't live in Bakersfield anymore, but he brought it up like, "Oh, I'll just go to your house in Bakersfield. I got your address from sticker swaps." And I was like, "Oh yeah, that lit my fuse." I'm usually an easygoing, get along with everybody type guy, but man, I wanted to reach through the phone and rip his throat out. My family or our dwelling.
Yeah, fuck that guy, fucking cunt.
So that's some good advice too. If you're doing sticker swaps, man, I mean, you're putting your real address out there. I mean, that's something. There's a lot of scammers that try to prey on this industry and impersonate people and do whatever.
Right.
So just be aware of that. I mean, you might be an extra tough guy or woman or whatever, but you can't be home 24/7. So
right. Well, dude, I mean, thank you. Fucking thanks for dropping knowledge here and fucking all the 15 minutes of lane contestant, the current ones should listen to how Shane did everything and kind of mimic that, because like I was telling Shane before, or not Shane, but I was telling somebody else, the way Shane, ran his campaign was a fucking clinic. Like you knew you were gonna win 3 weeks into the fucking contest because fucking Shane. I mean, I remember that Parthenon video that you did, and fucking you made it like a little campaign video, and that was fucking awesome. So I definitely love that.
So all that effort you're putting into everything, like during the contest, I kind of focused it in on voting and stuff and promoting the whole event too.
Right.
It's dual promotion. It's promoting you, it's promoting me, it's getting people excited. And
right.
That's kind of like what I'm looking for in this year's contestants to win my vote, So
right. Well, and you was
have fun along the way. Like I had a blast doing it. Like I was traveling and making it like I was out shaking hands and kissing babies, like I was running for president or something. It was really fun for me.
Yeah. No. It was really fun to watch, man. So, and you are going to announce that you're if these contestants tag you, you're going to share their stuff too, right?
Yeah. So anyone that's actually out there promoting the event and all that, if you tag me on whatever platform, I'll share it too. Doesn't necessarily mean that I'm endorsing that person or voting for them, but I'll help promote the event too. Last year, I stayed totally quiet on the event because I didn't want to sway any opinions on anyone, but this year I'll definitely participate. If you tag me, I'll share it to my platforms, and let's make this the biggest thing ever.
Right. Yeah. Remember, he's not endorsing you, he's endorsing the process. Okay.
Right, right, right.
So, um,
So,
but
so if you see me share 3 different contestants, promos or whatever, I'm just sharing the event and everything, and I'll definitely announce my vote at some point, whenever you decide it's time or whatever. But if you
right.
tag me in it, you're definitely going to be swaying my vote. So I'll see that you're putting in the work and stuff.
I fucking love that. Fucking brother, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah,
Everybody, small town exotics. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna play this dumb bumper again and just hang out in the waiting room, and I'll be back in like 2 minutes. All right.
10-4.
All right, brother. Man, I fucking love that guy. Fucking one of my best friends in the fucking hobby right now, and he's just. I mean, he's done so much for me over the last fucking 2 or 3 years since I've known him. So everybody follow Small Town Exotics. No E, it's just Xotics on Instagram, YouTube, all TikTok now. He's doing fucking TikTok. He's on Facebook. So go follow him. He's probably, the one of the better dudes in the industry. He supported the show a ton. Even after he won, he came on as a sponsor for the Fat Man Live. So fucking love the guy. All right. I will see you guys in 10 fucking days, man. Take care.